Team Hydra. Today we're going to be pitching both of our ideas. Our first game idea is The Other. Basically, The Other is Ghost Hunt is a first-person PvP strategy game. During a storm, 3 travelers find shelter by trespassing into an old mansion owned by an unwelcoming ghost. In order to survive the night, the travelers must use their flashlights and environment to restore power to the house, while the ghost uses its X-ray vision and wall phasing to seek out and scare the intruders to death. Basically, this is a concept image of a player and his flashlight, and there's this ghost behind him trying to sneak in at him and just grab him. The actions we have in our game basically are stripped down to 2, players and ghosts. So for the player, we have toggling the flashlight. So basically, it's 50% of the time where the player toggles his flashlight and tries to move around the dark environment. We have charging his flashlight. Since the flashlight battery drains, he has to charge his flashlight from time to time, and that's basically 30% of the time he's going to be doing this. And we have all the environmental interactions he can do, which is 20% of the time based on the level. He can open doors, open curtains basically to maybe let some light in so he can move without even using his flashlight, and restoring health using items basically, and restoring health. For the ghost, we have all these actions listed here. We have scare, basically scares the player, and that's basically the game mechanic and how he's gonna get rid of players. It's 55% of the time. We have wall phasing, where just ghost goes through walls since he's a ghost, and he uses this 20% of the time. He has X-ray vision, and he can see the players behind walls, basically with his X-ray vision. And also he has environmental interaction. Let's say a player opened curtains for light, he can close the curtains again to get the players no light again. The human challenges basically are the ghost and the flashlight. The ghost chases humans and incapacitates humans. The flashlight loses battery over time and loses intensity, and the player won't have a really good sense of direction without flashlights. The ghost challenges, the player has his flashlight, which can damage the ghost if pointed at the ghost, and also the flashlight reveals location. The household light source object, it reveals the ghost, so basically if the player has lit up some places in the house, he can see the ghosts over there. And the circuit breaker, which basically powers the house and brings human closer to victory. Kat was going to walk you through now the examples here for enemy encounters in the game.
So we have 2 examples of an enemy, well, 1 example of an enemy encounter, but 2 views of what you'd see depending on whether you're playing the human or the ghost. On the top you see what the ghost would see. You'd see a player walking by and you'd scare them, but another player happened to come by and is now attacking the ghost and you have to run away. While down here, you don't see the ghost until it scares you or you flash your flashlight on them, which damages them and forces them to run. We have a couple of interactable environments, like wardrobes and drawers. These items you can open doors for and possibly find randomized items. We also have light sources in the house. We have candles, which can be lit by humans to show a ghost if it's nearby, but if the ghost gets too close, the candles go out. The fireplace, which lights the whole room when fully lit. The humans can add fuel to it to increase the intensity, but if the ghost gets too close to it, then the flames slowly start dying down, which makes the room less safe. Windows, there'll be a storm outside, so every once in a while there'll be flashes of lightning, and if the ghost is in the direction of the light, they'll be revealed to the player. Now the curtains on the windows can be closed so that the ghost is safer from the humans, but the humans can open the curtains to give them that extra chance of seeing the location of the ghost. And then there are 4 breakers in the house. The humans must turn on each breaker in order to restore full power to the house and get rid of the ghost. We have a couple of items that humans can use. We have X-ray vision goggles, which lets the player see their companions through walls for about 15 seconds. We have adrenaline pills, which whenever you manually have to recharge your flashlight, then it increases the recharge rate by 2 times. We have a health boost, which makes it harder for the ghosts to make you scared and incapacitate you, which gives your friends more time to come and save you. And then we have flash bombs, which cause a big burst of light in a target location. This flash bomb will hurt the ghost for about 2 seconds if it's in range, and will light up the room for about 5 seconds in total. We also have batteries, which recharge your flashlight to about 1/3, and they don't stack. So if you have half a charge of your flashlight and you pick up a new battery, it will replace your old battery, so you'll be left with 1/3. So you have to use those wisely. We have a motion detector, so if you're alone, then you can grab this and see if anyone's beside you. It'll make a noise whenever something is moving beside you, whether it's a ghost or human, so you have to be cautious with that, and likely not use it while in crowds. And then we have a charger, which instead of making batteries only give you 1/3 of max battery power, they give you half instead for your next 3 battery pickups. The whole goal for the ghost is to scare all humans to death so that you're left alone and are now safe in your house, while the human's goal is to turn on all the lights in the house to save themselves from the ghost. And in recap, Ghost Hunt, or The Other, is a first-person PvP strategy game. During a storm, 3 travelers find shelter by trespassing into an old mansion owned by an unwelcoming ghost. In order to survive the night, travelers must use their flashlights and environment to restore power to the house, while a ghost uses its X-ray vision and wall phasing to seek out and scare the intruders to death. Any questions?
Just a quick one about death. For the ghost, what happens when he dies? And for the players, can they be revived, or is it one shot?
Players, whenever they're attacked, they cannot stop the attack unless another friend comes helps and shines a light on the ghost. But players can revive their fallen allies. The ghost, if damaged too much, gets incapacitated as well, but gets transported to a safe location and is unconscious for about 10 seconds, leaving the humans to have a moment of peace while the ghost is down, but will rise up again and continue its attack.
Okay.
So this is obviously multiplayer. Are you doing like a local kind of co-op, or are you doing networked?
It will be network. One screen per character.
Okay, and then kind of to follow up on that, for your for the extra glasses, so that's for seeing your allies. So you can't see your allies on the screen at all.
Well, since it's first person, then if you were to stand right in front of your ally, then you'd be able to see them. But if they're in a separate room and there's a wall separating you, then no, you wouldn't be able to see them.
First person. Okay.
So is the flashlight the only way to damage the ghost?
The flashlight is the most reliable way to damage. The other way to damage the ghost is by the flash bomb. Other than that, every other light source only reveals the ghost.
Okay.
Any more? All right.
Alright. And moving on to the next
Okay,
game.
well, thank you.